if this country was invaded, I mean, there would be a lot of people that would go rogue. I mean, they wouldn't support this country. They would go to the opposition. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying, there's a lot of people that are stuck in this country, like myself. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't want to be in this country, and I don't want to fight for this country. You know what I'm saying?
We already know traitors and haters walk among us. But when you listen to this conversation, you'll hear firsthand the level of pernicious hatred they have for our country. It's disgusting in truth. Some guy called Jojo called into LBC to rant about how much they hate Britain, how much they hate living here, and most shocking of all, how they would happily take up arms against Britain and side with any invader. It seems to be a guy of African or Caribbean ethnicity who was born here, judging by the call. That seems to be a big part of the reasoning behind his hatred. Now, Muhammad Ali famously refused to fight in Vietnam. That's different. He had come back from the Olympics, proud as punch, expecting a hero's welcome after winning a gold medal for his country. Instead, he walked into a restaurant, ordered a steak, only to be told he's not allowed to eat there. So, in a country where he was literally denied any rights, it's understandable him not wanting to go off and fight and die in some foreign war thousands of miles away. But this guy lives in Britain 2024, where racial discrimination is illegal. Not Kentucky in 1960, where it was perfectly legal. And it is one thing not to want to fight and die in some far-off foreign war at the request of this awful government. It's another thing entirely to say, I will take up arms against Britain on the side of any hostile invader. That's as traitorous as it gets. The last time there was a threat of invasion was in 1940 from the Nazis. He's saying he would have sided with them if they had invaded. Good luck with that one, pal. I'm sure that had worked out well for him. Makes me wonder how many people living here think like this traitor. And how many are we importing that not only think like this guy, but would happily show us? We allow Islamist extremists into the country as refugees, house them over and above our own citizens before they go on to blow children up at a pop concert. But apparently we can't not allow them entry into the country because remember, no human is illegal. Not even ones who want to destroy us. That's woke Britain for you. Funny how the people that hate our culture and customs with a passion still risk life and limb to get here. Hate us, but happy to come live off our prosperity and exploit our kindness. Happy to come here and help themselves to our land and resources. Happy to set up overseas colonies, all paid for by the British people. That's as parasitic as it gets. More fool us for allowing it to happen. And we all know there is no chance of the government ever deporting foreign nationals who think like that. Unfortunately, in woke Britain, we'll just continue to welcome them with open arms, place their needs above our own citizens, then just have a big party, get drunk, and sin about love when they do blow us up. Ian Dale is great here because he tells him to just leave if he hates this country so much. Literally tells him to just get on a plane and go. Then he just ends the conversation when the caller's anti-British rant gets more and more aggressive. Just take a listen to this.
Indeed. Let's move on to Jojo in Clapham. Jojo, hi.
Hi, good evening.
What would you like to say?
Yeah, I'd like to say that, personally, from my perspective, if this country was invaded, I mean, there would be a lot of people that would go rogue. I mean, they wouldn't support this country. They would go to the opposition. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people in this country that don't want to be in this country. You understand? Right? There's a lot of people that are stuck in this country.
What do you mean?
And what I'm saying, there's a lot of people that are stuck in this country, like myself. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't want to be in this country, and I don't want to fight for this country. You know what I'm saying? And I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't want to fight for this country. You understand?
Well, no one's keeping you.
Yeah. This country is keeping me. And it's not just keeping me, it's keeping a lot of people in this country, you know what I'm saying, that don't want to be here.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
well, if you don't
So
want to be here, go somewhere else.
Yeah, but if I had the chance to, I would. I would. Even if there was repatriation, I would go for that. I would like to go for that. But if this country was invaded, I won't fight for this country. I wouldn't. And I know there's a lot of people that are stuck in this country. You know what I'm saying?
But why? Sorry. Why are you stuck in this country, a country that you clearly despise? What's stopping you from moving somewhere else?
What's stopping me is the politics of this country. The politics
How?
of this country. Because of my colour, you know, my nationality. You know what I'm saying? The foundation of this country.
Well, if you think this is such a terrible country, go and live in a different country that you think will be better.
If I had the opportunity, I would. But I can't because this country won't let me.
No.
This country won't
what
let
you're
me.
doing is you're finding excuses. You're trying to find all sorts of excuses for blaming this country for your own indolence.
No. This goes back to generations. It goes back to generations. Once you're in this country, you're stuck in this country. You understand? If you have a criminal record, you can't come out of this country. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's your fault. That's not the country's fault. That's your fault. If you've got a criminal record which prevents you from going elsewhere, that is your fault. It's not this country's fault.
No. What I'm saying, well, personally, my view, I will fight for this country. If there was an invasion in this country, I'd rather go to the opposition, to tell you the truth.
Oh, go to hell.
You know,
Just go to hell.
Thank you very much.
Just go to hell and never listen to my programme ever again. I mean, oh, God. I mean, sometimes you listen to people like him, traitors to this country, basically. Clearly, he was born here, and yet he treats this country with contempt. Well, I wish he would bugger off somewhere else.